face of the killer. We're finally here, and let me be the first to say, good riddance. This fucking thing, it's finally done. Absolute slop. Run fast, comrade. The old world is right behind you. Wayne Gretzky. What do you think it means? No time for that now. The killer could be anywhere. Checking to see if I'm recording successfully. Yes, I am. All right. If the killer appears, I'll shoot him dead. Killers can die just like everybody else. It's hard to believe all these houses used to have people living in them. In her vast nest of wood and corpses, the killer is hatching the world that is to come. Once we're inside, kill anything that moves. Hey, I recognize this place. This is the old urban cenotaph. The killer has infiltrated all of our most beautiful institutions. Look, masks and costumes of all our leading statisticians and celebrity car salesmen. My God, is nothing sacred? Cogs and things. What are they for? As though the whole of civic life were one machine, built by the killer over centuries, assembled in silence for some dark purpose yet to be disclosed. Boss, you're depressing me. The portrait hall of the city fathers is a memory of better days. Hey, isn't that... Listen, did you hear that? Yeah, it's probably just the wind. Come here, baby. But they say the killer lives in this place. There's no such thing as the killer. It was all made up to help sell life insurance. You know we're all alone down here. Well, maybe you're right. Charles, can you stop breathing down my... Unit 12 to base control. Hello, is anybody around? Listen, it's BB, it's the killer, she's found us, hello? Hello, can anybody read me down here? Is the mission still going okay? Over. gives, kills. Fuck! Damn, BB, why'd you kill so many people? They asked too many questions, Ray. Were you guys gonna help me over here or what? Gee, I never thought we'd find ourselves inside the facility tunnels. Our neglected academic careers must be finally taking off. They didn't even get good TV reception. Was the whole thing really left unlocked? According to the charter, all graduates must be able to pick up their diplomas directly from the head office if there are no living staff members left to pass them out. How about Dr. Blood? Decapitated Sunday. For real? I owed him a term paper. I hope that doesn't mean he died unfulfilled. Okay, everybody, load up! Credentials are important in today's job market. I read an editorial about this. Great! Bachelor of Phrenology. It looks like most of the good ones were taken. Great! Bachelor of Numerology. Great! Bachelor of Game Design. Well, I guess we're graduates now. Is it me, or does this town seem kind of dead? It's National History Day. All the stores are closed off. That's how we were able to get the day off. Oh, right. Where are you guys working anyway? Well, I'm a courier for Kniferoo, the new subscription box service. Sign up now to get a hand-curated batch of fresh knives in the mail every week. No questions asked. What about you, Claude? I find bloody horror tapes at thrift stores and sell them to HR departments. Apparently, it helps executives get in the zone before big meetings. It's a growing market, so competition is fierce. Some of my rivals have started breaking into people's rooms to film their new product. But I have a good feeling about my find this week. The 400 Blows. Sounds grisly, right? I think it's one of the guinea pig series. Man, even the bars are closed. Is National History Day a bigger deal than I thought? I hear fireworks outside, so at least somebody's still having fun. BB, you're in all those horror films. Maybe you could hook Claude up. I keep telling you that's not me. That's another BB. Really? Cool. How many of you are there? Look, you know the way characters in a movie can sort of change definition over time, like Frankenstein and Frankenstein's monster, or Dracula and Dracula's monster? Some time ago, I accidentally starred in a video horror film known as Bloody Night 4. I guess it did well enough on the direct market that other studios started making their own versions, with the BB character returning as a different actress every time. Likeness growing ever more abstract. Until gradually the character itself began to blur, mutating through proximity to murder into a visual shorthand for that murder. Its symbol, its source. I try not to take it personally, but it's not like they're paying me residuals. So I've been picking up shifts lately at a medieval-themed chain restaurant in town. The boss's name is... Puss Man.
I wanted to get that one said Pussy Man, but it was too many letters for the plate.
You know, I can't help but notice all the doors in the building seem to be locked at all times.
It's an exciting world of new restaurant concepts. Great job not falling in yet. This is a surf position, but we will start you at our wench tier.
What does that entail?
Oh, just wenching it up, wenching around. And remember, hand your keys back every shift. I hate buying new ones every time someone falls into the corpse grinding, chopping, grinding machine. Your job is very simple. Food orders are prepared by time machines and then fed into the mangling device. Then all the dark, wet slurry is poured into the city sewers and the cycle of business repeats. Your job is to reach way into the mangling device to pull bone fragments off the blades when they get clogged.
So, nobody actually eats any of the food? Is this one of those tax things?
That's really more of a vassal tier question.
One day, something went wrong with the pipes. I went downstairs to take a look, and found a network of stone tunnels that seemed to predate the creation of any known theme restaurant, that went down deeper and deeper, leading towards a dark river of lymph that rolled slowly onwards underground. Pipes hung from the ceiling, seeming to draw it upwards into the houses above. I couldn't tell how far it went, or what dark sea it may have. Do they still do those chicken platter deals? Personally, I'm more of a burger dolphin guy. What about you, Max? Where you working? I get paid 2 cents a comment by one of those websites that just post pictures of car crashes next to garbled, vaguely menacing headlines. Swedish women want you to know about this. 100. Max left a comment. So true, bestie. How come you're the only one of us with an actual media career? Well, I guess that's that. See you all in the workforce sometime. Seems like some people are forgetting the, duties they owe to society. Why are you talking like a cowboy? Listen, as the closest this town has to a youth culture, we have a civic responsibility to stay up and party on graduation night. But everything's closed. Not everything. It turns out some of the other guys from our year are holding a house party later tonight. All we need to do is skip this train and get the next one out to... Mansion Gardens. Where's everybody else? Hey, here you all are. What's with the monster outfits? It's safer to be feared than loved. When you said you were all going home to change, I assumed you were just being, dressy. This neighborhood seems sort of ritzy. Do we really know anyone that lives here? Don't worry, most of the old mansions have been chopped into apartments now, like everything else. But they do say there are still a few occupied by descendants of the original city owners, insulated in there against the years, growing paler and stranger with every successive generation. Ray, did you actually get invited to this party we're going to? Art is a universal invitation to experience, Claude. Hey man, it's me, Carnosaur. I was in your social studies course, I think. These are my associates. Andy Warhol's Dracula, and Gazoo, the thing forsaken by God. Come in, everybody's welcome. Hey, I like your BB suit. Thank you, I worked hard on it. Feel free to hang out, just stay out of my dad's room. Psst, BB. Doesn't this party seem kind of off? Well, ordinarily I'd say yes, but I've already spent the last 4 years hiding from maniacs and mostly talking to myself. So I've decided from now on I'm gonna be the new BB. Confident and sophisticated. The life of every party. She's a head taller than you, though. Hello, enchante, greetings. Gee, everyone here already seems to know each other. Wonder if they all belong to the same vocational track. Glass crunches somewhere in the plush carpet. A chorus of whoops come from the TV room. Everybody's piled onto a couch, laughing and watching the History Channel? Glass lamps rattle from a distant slamming door. Low thumps, hushed giggling, the sound of running feet. I wonder if those older guys are chaperones. They don't seem very good at it. Ha ha ha. I still haven't even talked to anyone yet. Well, everyone seems pretty busy. I'd like to be an ingenue, but I'm not even sure what they do, besides perish of tuberculosis. What is the real party? Maybe someone there would know. I can't believe you brought it! Now all we gotta do is find a TV. This party's gonna rock! CQ 1111110011000. Roger that. Jeez, how many plug sockets do these guys need? Dude, come on, let us use the set. We brought Virtual Fighter. Sorry, we're in the middle of something. What are you guys watching? Rehearsal tapes for the new season of Immersive Theater. They're putting on Dogs, Ezra Pound's fascist response musical to the success of T.S. Eliot's Cats. Apparently, it's never before been staged to completion. I thought the theater only ever did the one play. Some people say it's time for a change. Hey, I really like your outfit! Thank you, I'm BB. I can see that. Who are you for real? I'm still BB. Haha, I admire your commitment. Why not come in to see where the real party is going on? So, what internship did you get assigned? Did our school have an internship program? Of course, you just fill out the form from the careers department. Wait, slow down. Our school has a career department? So, what were you intending to do after graduation? I guess I always just assumed I'd be found beaten to death in an alley somewhere. There's no future in that line of work. Meet my friends. Robert is in finance, while June is apprenticing as a BTK consultant at Lockheed Martin. You consult them on sandwiches? Anyway, it's pretty crazy to finally be graduating, right? Now we have to figure out what we're doing with our lives? Haha. Do we?
I don't think so.
We've always known exactly what we were doing with our lives.
More drinks?
Yes, absolutely. Fill her up. Act 2, party night.
Cause trains like us! Baby, we were born to run! Wee! Wee! Killer!
Oh, my new friends are so nice. I can't believe I waited so long to penetrate the mysteries of the social. Where's everyone going? I have more opinions about zines. Boy, those fireworks are so loud. Let's put on some music. Woo! I like everybody's masks. You all look like real murderers. How charming. How fun. Commence preparations. Next step. Briefing begins. Announcement Hall A. There's a commencement speech too? Hey guys, we've got to go! Let's build the future of the energy of youth together! Who's giving this talk anyway? Historical tendency? Far out. Did they used to tour with Minor Threat? Seats, 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 seats. I wonder if I have time to grab more of those little sausages before this starts. Whoops, too late.
Hiya, kids! Hiya, hiya, hiya! Boy, it's so great to see so many eager faces. What a turnout! Yes, yes! Let's start with a quick question. Who here thinks the Empire never ended?
Boo! No way! Say it ain't so!
Boy, it's always a thrill to meet the true believers. Unfortunately, empires always end. It's what they do. So perhaps we should say instead that the restoration of a greater, imaginary empire has never finished. Call me Mappy. You may know me from my popular 1980s video game career. I retired early and bought a big house, but nobody ever wanted to visit my big house or listen to my increasingly hammy and truculent political opinions. So I sat there, with the lights off, watching people drive past on the road outside my house, and imagining what it would feel like to shoot them in their cars, until inevitably in this way I began to develop a grand theory of history. I realized that we needed to go back, to rejoin that sacred continuity of force severed from us by revolutionary turmoil, back to the violence sanctified by myth, when one could be a gilet beret upon a holy quest instead of just some asshole strangling kids in the parking lot behind the stop and go. Folks, I know many of you agree, which is why we've started shelling the city. But is a way back really possible? The answer is yes! We fight to restore a legitimate claimant, a bold figure ready to reclaim the vacant throne of history. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the last descendant of Charlemagne, the present King of France, the Dauphin! Now, under your seats, you'll find your baronial coronets and a loaded pistol.
Pardon me, excuse me, sorry, bathroom break, you know how it is. It's definitely going to be in that stage of the party where sticking around is an increasingly poor decision. I've been making lots of friends here, so we'll be okay. This is the power of the new BB. All I have to do is inform the others and then stylishly, dynamically hide under a pile of coats somewhere.
I thought I told you to stay out of my dad's room.
Man, take it easy, it's a party. Do you think you caught a spy or something? That's right, confess your crimes!
It's no good, she's too tough.
We need to bring her to a black site for enhanced interrogation. No, that's okay.
Ha!
Hey, that looks like fun. I love army games. You know, my uncle was a soldier in one of our inscrutable wars of occupation. He told me what they do to prisoners that got caught. Now, how about you be the insurgent, and I'll be the defender of humanistic values? Don't worry, I used to practice this on rats. Open wide! What happened? Wow, I guess we blew up a power station. Don't worry, the backup generator will come on in just a sec. Oh. Fucker! Showing the blood and humanist values. Killer! Fingers off! Blood and torture. Run fast! Chop, chop, chop. Mangled. The bleeding room. The face in the beyond recognition. Chop, chop, chop. Run fast. Slash him with gallows, prison. Howdy, it's me, BB. Zines. I don't sound like that. I've never said howdy. Gee, there are a lot of these things in season. Let's cut the next one in half and see if it multiplies. The illustrious protagonists of history have been decanted from their amber tombs to point as the figureheads of the world that is to come.
Preserved through the long years at the bottom of the grease trap, buckets of various regional fast food franchises, nurtured and replenished by the vital oils. That is not dead which can eternal fry.
And who do we have here? Why, it's Napoleon! The bitch is back, a fine vintage. And over here is Anastasia, the witless Romanov. She looks pretty big clean already. Nobody will notice another quick bite. Ha! Fresh meat! Hey, it's one of my employees! You probably know not to show for work tomorrow. Your olden times is moving on to vast new tracts of public life, and I've wanted to eat you ever since I've hired you.
Hey, that's right. I forgot to hand my keys back after the end of shift.
Oh, thank you. Yes, that'd be a big... Ah!
You know, video games really did make us do it. but nobody will ever believe you.
Please stop bludgeoning us with that! That was a rare mint-in-box copy of Mario Cement Factory!
Gee, I guess instead of Dark Souls, we should have gotten good at murdering women. Whatever happened to games for a change? Man, that party sucked. Where'd everybody disappear to? Let's all just turn in early so we're fresh tomorrow. Psst, isn't she taller than before? I wasn't really paying attention, but apparently that's the new BB. You know, that's a really great costume. I'm a big fan of the BB movies, but don't you think it's a cheat that she never seems to die? I mean, really die? Headless, limbless torso washes up on the beach, so chopped apart they need a specialist to tell what species it used to be style of thing? You know, sometimes the DVDs come with little feedback cards inside. I was thinking more about making my own cut.
Hi, BB!
Gah! BB, we just wanted you to know we've changed our minds. Mindy and I are pro-murder now.
It's the hip new thing. We think it's far out.
Hold on. What are you two even doing here? You were decapitated. You forget that we are medical experts. They say that at key moments of history, the dead can be seen walking the earth again, as though at such points the world itself had lost track of any precise distinction between who was left alive or why. If you run into any members of the living, say hello. Tell them they don't know what they're missing. Servants' quarters. Gee. I hope none of those burning apartment blocks were mine. I just got my things organized. Who's this? Must be an understudy. Kid, could you fetch some Zimas? Gets pretty hot inside these symbolist god monster costumes. Guys, can I grab BB here just for a sec? Act 3, stage exit. I'm still recording. I feel like this is gonna be a mess. Do I click? It's gonna shoot for me, isn't it? Yeah, the bird thing. I don't know, I guess they felt we needed a mascot. At one point we tried commissioning a mechanical one, but there was a fire. Hey, why am I telling you this? Captive audience? Ha! Hey, it's Mappy.
Hiya, kid. Hiya. Boss, this new act seems terrific success. The comment cards are in and they read, "Help me! Help me! Ah!"
Wait, what are you all even trying to accomplish? Like, is this a coup? I kind of thought the theater controlled the city already. Actually, we're more like contract workers. The owners of the city have managed to insulate themselves so well against history that they no longer believe it exists. But they still dream about it. And in the depths of their seclusion, the dream resembles a nightmare. A tangled procession of ceremonies and masks, conspiracies and motiveless coups, and murderers in hidden rooms. And so that's what we stage for them, day after day, to soothe them in their dreaming business. How do you like our new sign? History is a nightmare, and loving it! And handing out rifles to drunk college grads? It gets them involved. They feel like part of the process.
And it's not like we're completely irresponsible, see? These are prop guns. They're not even loaded.
Boy, what a party!
You did this, didn't you? I am tied to a chair! Yes, but it all makes sense now. You were there the night when the college was wiped out and when our supply warehouses in that hick town burned down. Have you been after my job from the start? You even took over my movie franchise. That was supposed to be my side hustle. Now they're the BB movies. And nobody remembers who directed the first one.
I don't even get residuals!
Howdy, great party.
Did you think I got all this arts funding by being nice? I've maimed more theater kids than Spider-Man Turn of the Dark! Hello! Yeah! Oh, you got me hooked up for!
Nice try. Incidentally, delivery like that is why you only got 2 lines in the civic play. Yeah, well, I never even wanted to be in your corny play. I had my own plans for that week, my own cultural ambitions, but nobody ever bothered to ask me what they were. What were your ambitions, BB? I wanted to do a color issue! Don't you point that thing at me, young lady!
What did I just say?
You see, that's how you do it that scene. Pity you grabbed a prop sword. Situational awareness is very important in this line of work. Well, what are you staring at? Help me up, would you?
My goodness, what do we have here? I am Bosso, you idiots! Bosso!
No, I don't think so. Director Basso is right here. But you don't look anything like her. I wonder why Basso hasn't caught back up yet. I hear people moving behind the curtains on both sides. A soft grunt, the scrape of pops, low creak of old rope on winches. Isn't it a little late to be changing the sets?
Restricted policeman area. Prepare to die. Hold up, fellas. This one isn't wearing a mask. Are you undercover? Say something in cop.
10-4, spread 'em. Oh my god, it's a mirage. Telling you all, it's a...
This one checks out. Feels good to be out of those dog outfits. Gee, I thought mine suited me. Look, guys, I made a necklace out of ears. Creativity is what makes you human. Bah, outmoded iconography. No place for you in police theater. Do some aesthetics count as crime? Hear me out, I'm workshopping some new ideas.
Mission accomplished, ladies and gentlemen. We got him. Is there an exit around here? I wanna guard it.
First, we have to report to the CO. The crucial stage is yet to come.
Hey, good work, guys. Looks like you've managed to catch a dangerous criminal.
We did?
Yes, indeed. BB here has been a person of interest ever since the case of the mysterious theater a few months back.
I wasn't sure whether you guys remembered that.
It's been a busy period, but I'm sure we would have gotten around to you eventually.
Boss, we found the thing.
Well, there's no time like the present. Let's take a walk. You might notice some new decor around here. We've been forced to put the theater under police control following the attempted uprising of armed killers.
Who gave those guys real ammo anyway?
Well, we did. We have great things planned for the first season of Police Theater. Now, I know what you're thinking. Young people want their serial killers to have more of an unlicensed indie feel. I used to be pretty alternative myself. Check out my K Records tattoo. Ah, I'm stuck! I'm stuck! Alright. You see, Basso always thought she was the only one who knew where to find the owners. But she was wrong, they told me too, whispering through the static on my Dick Tracy communicator watch. That's how I know the city tires of an age of horror and dreams instead about an age of law. Isn't that good news?
Sometimes I feel so happy I can't stand myself.
When I'm too full of joy, I think how little good my health did anyone near me.
Come in, boss.
Police dog followed the trail in here.
Bark, bark, bark.
What is that?
Civil legitimacy. Blooder. Just a precaution. Killers go crazy for the smell of blood. Now, you go first, and we'll watch and see what happens to you.
The air in here has a sour aftertaste of someone's breath. Veins beat slowly in the walls. Are these the corridors of power that everyone talks about?
We don't need a running commentary.
Lumpy, chair-like animals scuttle by, unseen. Involuntarily, I recall dark legends of the city's past, that at some point the town fathers began interbreeding with their own real estate portfolios. I pushed past the dripping chambers. Man, if I live through this, I'm gonna climb into a bathtub and never get back out. At least I've decided what I'm doing with my life after college.
Behold, the marvel temples of law. Now keep going towards them or I'll shoot you in the head. You know, when I was younger, the history of the world seemed like an endless series of police actions. All those squashed peasant revolts, interminable centuries of torture, beheadings. I thought, wow, how did people back then put up with it all? Surely they must have been tougher than me. Must have had different bodies, ones that couldn't feel as much pain. I sure wouldn't have been able to live like that. Not me, not for a moment. And so I joined the police force, because I was so sensitive. So I became a cop, and quickly realized there was no such thing as sensitivity. That everybody could be made to feel the same degree of pain. And history seemed to me a nightmare, worse than before, and I thought, great,
Amazing. I've matured now, for sure. I've really grown up. Now I've peered into the true depths of suffering that make up the world. I'm stoic, realistic. At least now I know how bad it can get. Oops! And every time I said that, I'd find out the truth was worse. Worse and worse. An ocean of blood that went down forever. And as I looked into it, I discovered the higher dimension to police work. I found out that the capacity for happiness was finite, while the capacity for misery was infinite. And that waiting in the bottomless pit of infinity was the unspeakable policeman known as God. If you wanted a universe of bottomless artificial suffering, you could have stayed home and played video games. This way, I also get a pension. Well, here we are. Wonder where everybody is. I get it. They're busy people, the city founders. They probably want us to let ourselves in. Please attend. Please attend. You see, they're calling us up already. A grand new age of municipal cooperation is about to begin. Let's all go get the keys to the city. Please attend. Did you all do your reading? The marble tombs are oddly brittle, slick and wet to touch. Who'd want to meet anyone who lived here? It's like walking through a tonsil stone. With any luck, that guy's too busy spieling to himself to notice I got away. The more I see of this place, the more haphazardly it seems put together. Stately columns piled in heaps, buildings with no doors or windows. I guess it's just ye olden style, but it really feels more like walking around a furniture showroom. Please sit down, make yourselves at home. You are the young leaders of tomorrow. What the fuck is this? Just remember, no cheating is allowed. Do your best. Let's start with an easy one. Question 1. When was the horror genre invented in English? That's right. The answer is 1651, when Hobbes in his Leviathan boldly presumed a terrifying universe of undirected violence. The better the contrast with that emerging condition of directed violence known as the state. And so it was the realm of legitimate violence produced also a realm of illegitimate violence. The kingdom of politics coeval with the kingdom of horror. Two nations sharing a border, trading back and forth images, ideas. Boss, he's getting political or something. A kind of power-sharing agreement in which all were to attain dual citizenship. Never allowed to be certain just which nation would exert the final claim. And it worked quite tremendously. Only, doesn't seem unfair that horror should always remain a silent partner, something glimpsed in photos, documents, the imagery of editorial cartoons, only to tastefully recede into the background once again. Don't you think it's time they had their turn? Shut up. Wait, is someone else? I thought the terrible secret buried underneath the town would be more terrible. This is the single least threatening room I've been to all day. Did I just get lost? Maybe it's a sublet? The thing is, I know from cheaply made horror scotches, most of this stuff even my sister couldn't sell. Moldering non-union bogies flap sadly from the shadows. I'm tired and covered in blood and missing my shows. I wish I even knew which layer of the fake city I was on by now. It's like this town was built on images of itself instead of bedrock. Well, I have to admit that the theming grows more inventive the further I get. The rubber mummy room gives me vague flashbacks to civics class. Is it someone's birthday, or what? And down here is...
Ah, it's here, it's here! You with the bird, heads above your head!
What? It's puppets. Being dead's not so bad, BB. You never have to second guess yourself.
To serve as raw material for the grand structure of history. Could there be a nobler aim?
What is truly good must be eternal, and vice versa. It's been great for my career. I'm thinking of becoming a Vocaloid.
Police action! Police action! Come back here, I have more folksy monologues! The first rule of making a zine is never to talk to...
Police? I wish I could tell if I was dead yet. Might save some time.
Hi, hello. Nice to see you here. Call me Baby Bird. That's right, call me BB.
Hey, I remember you. Didn't I once kill you with a shoe?
Let's not dwell on the past. What's important is the world to come. Hear it? Gorged on corpses, facts. The killer prepares to regurgitate the future with his own dread image. Distracted and slow, but once vulnerable to mortal frailties. Interesting, right?
Why are you telling me this?
What do I care? I'm the baby that always denies. Besides, we shared a larynx once. Think of me as a still quiet voice of inner conscience.
Listen! This is just for defense, got it?
Perish the thought.
Boy, I feel great. This is just what I needed. The others were just holding me back. They never appreciated my mix CDs. I've always been the smartest one in the room. Natural authority flows from my hands like smoke. When the owners see, they'll make me king for sure. That's the life of someone sensitive like me. Columns and things, the finer shit. I knew it. Faces from the history books. Everyone I ever looked up to, they're all here, living underground. They all know my work. They've been waiting for me here.
Watch out! Watch out! I'm on the trail of a vicious killer.
What?
You too, mister. Better watch your back. They say he hates cops to pieces.
What am I doing? What am I doing? These guys have a higher kill count than the International Monetary Fund. Why did I think I'd be able to shoot it out? It's bad luck to pick things off the floor. Some of those corpses seem familiar. What am I doing? Has there ever been a horror film where shooting the monster works? What? What are you waiting for? Shoot him already! Don't rush me, you little shit! Rush the egg of the nude! You shoot him if you're in such a hurry! But you're the famous murderer! I've never killed anyone. Intentionally, that I know about.
The chariot of victory goes forth, drawn by the two horses of victory. How exalting it is to fall under its wheels. Behold, the counter-world is born, opposite of all that is, the death in life.
It looks pretty much the same as before, actually, just in different colors.
That's a negative for you. Still glimpse on moonlight reflecting, unchanging.
In mathematic terms, it's technically an inverse. And that's it? Everything you guys did? You remade our world and the only thing you wanted to change about it was the color scheme? Well, sure. What else is there? Are you all stupid? Listen.
Look, it's not good to be too critical. You shouldn't meddle with the laws of history.
Darwin and stuff. Private water park enterprise. So, are we dead?
How would anyone be able to tell?
I'm not sure I can get used to being a blonde. Epilogue. Dear Zizi, how are you? I am well. I hope you're having fun at the convention. What is a Toho? In my opinion, you picked a good weekend to get out of the city.
Folks, the results are in. Please welcome the new city council. Strangleman, Miss Strangleman, Strangleman Jr., Gore Vidal, first person shooter, Lady Mostradamus, Star Nicholas II, the exquisite corpse, Hyper Chum, and returning, Director Bosso. Bosso, you're looking well. Divulge to us your skincare secrets. A life in art always keeps the spirit young.
Things are otherwise pretty much back to usual, or possibly more so? After that first night, the new colors seemed to fade, but maybe I just got used to them. Nobody else seems to notice that something happened, so I've been trying to keep track of all the changes in my zine. Circulation continues to drop rapidly. Anyway, since downtown is still partly on fire, I've had to call in an arcane family favor, and I've been staying with Aunt and Uncle YY and our cousins in the suburbs. much conversation concerns current events. The first night there, Aunt and Uncle said what was happening had been no surprise given the way things were going these days. The second night, our cousins showed up to dinner wearing bird masks and said they'd gotten into a podcast which explained why everything that had been going on was so good. On the third night, I found all the knives in the house had been sharpened. Aunt YY kept on weighing me, and our uncle was reading from a cookbook called To Serve Man. So, I've been trying to get out for walks as much as possible. The suburbs are fine, but all the right angles throw me off. It's like living in a crossword puzzle and not being able to see any of the clues. Trying to detect a secret order in 200 streets named after trees. And so quiet and still that it's like even the houses are asleep. What do the suburbs dream about? I haven't been here long enough to say. Hopefully it's something good. The backyards are fenced away, but at bits you can look through and glimpse some new place, open and uncertain, in the chance intersection of a wall, a roof, a vacant lot, as though still folded up inside the world there was a different kind of negative. Anyway, I'll leave you on that peppy image. Enjoy the convention, and don't worry about me here. After all, the one good thing about history is that the worst of it is probably over. Sincerely, your correspondent, BB.